What's up, guys? It's Josh. We're back with episode 7 of Washington Nationals franchise here in MLB The Show 25. Today I won't have a face cam. I'm in the process of upgrading mine. My old one was having some problems recording, so trying to get a new one. Hopefully I'll have that soon so we can get back to having our face cam in the videos. We've done a couple of Phasmophobia videos now without the face cam as well, so trying to get that sorted out, and we will be back with the face cam soon enough. But today we are here after the draft in MLB The Show in our Washington Nationals franchise, and we are going to try and just power through the rest of the season, get to the offseason. So we're having a bit of a rough year, but we do have some very, very exciting things to look forward to next season. Salvatore Cordero is obviously our number one pick, the number one pick in the draft. He has 83 to 93 potential. His overall is about a 70 to a 79. He is 22. I could easily see him coming on and starting and making the roster opening day for us in his rookie year at 22 years old. I think he'll be ready right away if he's in that 70 to kind of 75 range overall is kind of where I feel like he could be. So that's exciting. We also have Josh Cannon down in AA, who is on a heater right now. In just under 170 at-bats, has 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, and 8 steals. He has 14 speed, but he has 50 steal and 44 base running aggression. That, to me, is insane. If he can even get 8 steals a season in the majors, that will be incredible. 18 years old, he's playing up to an 83 overall right now with his progression. His power versus lefties is up to an 80. His power versus righties is up to 80 as well. He is an MLB ready bat right now. The only thing holding me back from bringing him up to the majors this season is our record. Obviously, it'd be good to get him some at-bats, but he's progressing so well in the minors right now that if I were to bring him up and he slumps in the majors, that would really suck. And I think that would stunt a lot of the progression we're seeing right now in AA. His AA stats, he looks incredible. 41 hits and 170 at-bats is just insane. Yes, it's only a 244 average, but the on-base percentage is at 352, slugging 430. OPS, yes, only 780, but again, only 170 at-bats in AA. He's still getting used to it after he got called up last episode. You'll notice, if you watched last episode, I did not call him up. It automatically called him up when there was an injury. So it's a little unfortunate. I would have liked to keep him down at single A for a little bit more time, but honestly, I think this is okay. He's proving why he was a strong pick for us. And 25 walks and 170 at-bats as well. Just has a really, really keen eye for watching pitches. So I'm very, very excited about him. I think him and then Salvatore Cordero are going to be on the opening day roster next season. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, Jacob Young is the one that we have to make some decisions about. He's under contract for another season, and then we have arbitration for 2 years. But, I mean, you can see this season, and especially recently, he's just ice cold. He's batting 146 in his last, 10 games? Yeah, it's bad. Here are the stats for him this season. Now, obviously, we knew he was never going to be the power guy that hit a lot of home runs. He did already beat his total from last season, which is nice to see. But, I mean, the average is going down every single season. He's batting 212 right now. His on-base percentage is 267, a 608 OPS. That's unacceptable. I mean, I can't see that and say he's the guy for the future. So we have a decision to make and move him to get a bigger piece or, younger prospects or things like that. So we're going to have to make a decision on him. Really just kind of have a lot of tough decisions to make with this roster because really next year is going to be the start of seeing if we can really get out there and contend with the rest of the majors and make a push for the playoffs. Bo Brisky we did trade for as well. Hopefully I'm saying that right. All the pronunciations of it that I found online have been saying it like that, so hopefully that's correct. Do still have Jorge Lopez. He's not having the best season. Could be someone that we maybe send down, bring Evan Reifert up. He's been having an incredible season, or maybe just DFA him at some point here soon. Although with our record this season, we might as well just hold on to him the rest of the year. Victor Caratini is back, no longer hurt. He's playing interesting. He was playing really well right before he got hurt, and then since he's been back, he's been playing really bad. Adrian De Castillo, who we did trade for from the Diamondbacks, playing fantastic. 12 home runs, 45 RBIs. Love to see that. He will be with Salvatore Cordero probably next year. Those will be our 2 catchers. Keibert Ruiz did get passed through waivers, so he did clear them, and he is sent down to AAA now. With the addition of Adrian De Castillo into the catcher role, we could not keep 3 catchers on the Major League roster. I just didn't want to do it. So Keibert Ruiz sent down to AAA. We have him under control for a long time. So, 6 years is a really long time. So we'll definitely see him again on the Major League roster. It'll just depend on when. And then, Josh Cannon will take over at first base next season. Juan Yepes is having an incredible season. 15 home runs and 47 RBIs is just insane. I love it. So he could be someone that we keep for a little while. We have a renewable year with him and then some arbitration years. So he might be looking for a little bit of a pay raise after this season with that renewable contract being next season. So in 2028, he could be looking for a little more of a pay raise, but have him for a couple years, sit and be our backup to Josh Cannon. Not necessarily a bad option there at first base. Luis Garcia is playing okay. He is hurt right now, so he'll be out for another couple of weeks with a broken hand. So we did bring up Colt Emerson. He did start on the Major League roster opening day, and then we sent him back down. He's having a rough season. He's only 20. It was just, in my mind, the best decision for us to bring him up instead of someone else since he is younger, get him some reps at the Major League level. At third base, Brady House is playing okay for a 22-year-old. He's in partially his rookie season. We did call him up, I believe, at the end of last year, so technically his first full season in the majors. Not playing bad. Didn't expect too much from him, so I will take this. Hopefully he just keeps improving and getting better every season. And then shortstop CJ Abrams is playing fantastic. 18 steals, 16 home runs, 294 average is just amazing. Well, exactly what we needed from him, what we expected from him. And then we have Nasim Nunez and Jose Tena down there at shortstop as well in the majors. Left field, we have James Wood. He's playing okay. The home runs are there. The average is a little lower than I'd want it to be, but honestly, it's fine. Now, we did bring in Jake Marisnick. In limited at bats, he's batting 143. He's just a body to fill a spot on the Major League roster right now, so not expecting too much from him. We did send Robert Hassel down to AAA at the start of the season. So, Jacob Young, if he's not on the team anymore, we'll probably end up calling up Robert Hassel if we don't trade for a center fielder in the Jacob Young trade. If we do end up trading him, I'm going to give him a couple more weeks. Hopefully, we can see where he ends up if he starts playing better or not. But if not, then we will make a move. And then in right field, Dylan Cruz is having an even worse season, but he's 24, a potential. I think he can figure it out. We just need to be patient. The fielding and the speed, I don't know if I want to give up on him quite yet, being only 24. So we're going to give some patience to him. Obviously, Jacob Young being 26 and a little higher overall, I expect a lot more from him. So that's how the roster's looking, obviously being at 37 and 59. We're going to get to the trade deadline, do that, and then we'll figure out what our moves are for the rest of the year. All right, we do have a trade offer from the Orioles. They want to send us Brian Guy, a relief pitcher. We'll take a look at him. 18 years old, 66 overall, for Jake Marisnick, our center fielder that we picked up. Yeah, this is not a trade that I even want to consider, so we're just going to go ahead and decline that. We will keep on simming here. Wandy Peralta now on the Red Sox. Tied 2-2, bases loaded. Dylan Cruz, bottom 7, 2 outs. We're going to go ahead and get into this one real quick before the trade deadline and see what we can do with Dylan Cruz. All right, back in here now after getting the timing hitting set up. Sorry, I play my offline franchises that I don't record, and I use zone hitting sometimes, so a little bit different than using timing hitting here in Nationals franchise. Tied 2-2 here, bottom of the 7th with Dylan Cruz batting 165 with runners in scoring position this season. So looking to come through with a big hit here and try and get some of these runs in here with the bases juiced. Like we said, 0 for 3 in the game today for Dylan Cruz. A strikeout, a couple of flyouts here for him. So looking to have a better at-bat here as we get the count to 1-2 now after taking that sinker low and away. Wandy Peralta, former Padre, so I am very familiar with him blowing games wide open, so we'll see what we can do here against him.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Really need Dylan Cruz to come up big here get that batting average up a tiny bit here and see what we can do.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Need to start winning some games. I know we're not going to be I know we're not going to be a playoff team this season, but it would be nice to end the season very strong and win a few games. Foul that forcing back. That was a pitch to hit there. Couldn't quite get to it. Good timing on the swing though. 1-2 pitch here.
That's the ball.
Low inside sinker there for Wandy Peralta. Put the count 2-2 now. He's been battling. 8 pitches for Wandy Peralta. So we will see what we can do here. Foul that circle change back. Probably would have been called a ball there, but never know on the chalk. That is the 8th pitch of the at bat there. So 2-2 count here again. Wandy Peralta.
Spoils that
foul that sinker back again. So 9th pitch of the at bat now. 2-2 remains the count. Nice positioning on that sinker. Would have been called a strike for sure there.
Ready, and he fires.
Foul that circle change back. That was also a great pitch on the corner. Probably would have been called a ball, but still a good defensive swing there from Dylan Cruz. See what we can do here. Still 2-2 on the count. Foul another sinker back. That's a great pitch from Wandy Peralta. 95 miles an hour there on the sinker. Wandy has some good stuff from the left side of the mound. He just needs to show it off. And called strike 3 on the sinker. Inside, middle of the plate. Caught the corner, and that is the end of the 7th inning there as we do not do anything with the bases loaded. We're going to return to simulating here, see if we get another opportunity. And we do. Dylan Cruz actually up to bat again here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. We're going to head in here and see if we can do something with him this time. As Josh Winkowski on the mound now. His first pitch of his appearance today coming, and we will see what we can do. Ooh, foul down the third baseline if that one really got past the bag there.
No better way to get out of this inning.
Run scoring opportunity here in the bottom of the 9th. We can walk it off here with Dylan Cruz. That is popped into right field. Going back is the right fielder. That should move the runner over. We'll tag up. Late jump there. Can we get there? He is out. That is the end of the 9th inning.
Double play. That's the third
The base running in this game is so broken. I'm spamming left button to advance C.J. Abrams, and it just doesn't do anything. Oh, my goodness. All right, Jacob Young, our center fielder, up to bat 0 for 4 in today's game, average down to 210 on the season. And it is Dylan Cruz who ended the bottom of the 9th inning. He is up on second base, so a lot of speed there on second base. And that, if that would have got down, that would have won the game for us here. But we will see what we can do. Jacob Young up to bat here. Bottom of the 10th, 0-1 count. That one's way inside and low. Almost hits Jacob Young there. So 1-1 evens up the count. See what we can do here in the bottom of the 10th to walk this game off.
That is out of
Flared out of play to the right. Into the stands over the net. 1-2 count now. Playing defensive there. That slider. Great pitch there from Josh Winkowski. Ground that one to first base. That'll move the runner over, and Dylan Cruz to third with 1 out. And we have a great opportunity here with Juan Yepez coming up to bat.
He's already
try and get the winning run in here. We're going to try and bunt this one, see what we can do.
And he bunts.
It is popped up, hits the catcher, not caught. 0-1 count here. We're going to abandon the bunt. I don't like that with Juan Yepez. If we had a lefty coming out, I think that would be better to bunt it down the third baseline, but I don't like it as much. That's through the right side. That'll win the game. Juan Yepez wins the game. RBI walk-off single as Dylan Cruz comes in to score, but Jacob Young moving the runner over to third there. Juan Yepez walks it off for Washington, and we are victorious here in D.C. tonight. All right, we have a trade offer coming out of this game from the Phillies, so we're going to see what this is. Victor Caratini. They want to send us a starting pitcher and a center fielder. This starting pitcher is way down their depth chart here. 24 is 63 overall, C potential. Not really someone I'd be interested in. And then the center fielder, yeah, no, that's just not a good trade offer from him. We'll keep Victor Caratini. Probably won't be on the team next year, but that's okay. We're going to stop and sign our draft picks. Hopefully start to at least sign them. Salvatore Cordero, obviously the #1 priority here. And then we have some really, really strong guys here as well. I mean, Benito Francisco, closing pitcher, we drafted in the 2nd round, number 40 overall. He's the number 15 draft rank we have him ranked. So we're going to put him up there as well. And we had a really solid draft class. I am not mad at all about it. I think we'll go ahead and put Nick Overstreet in that 3rd third spot and go ahead and finalize that. And then we will keep simming, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days to do more with our draft picks. All right, we're back in here to potentially sign our draft picks. We're going to offer Salvatore Cordero an offer here, and he has decided to sign right away. We lowered the money a little bit on that one, but hey, he is a Washington National, so that is good to see from him. We're just going to kind of throw the rest of our prospects on there, offer some of these guys their contracts, and he has declined the offer. We'll go ahead and wait on him. He does need a few more days, so that's fine. And we'll offer Bob May a contract here as well. He declined, needs a few more days, that's fine. So we'll lock that in for 2 more days, and then we will go ahead and move forward here. Now, the trade block. This is where it gets interesting. We have a lot of guys on the trade block that have just not been performing. We also have contract extensions. So you can see here, Reese Olson needs a contract. Josiah Gray, Bo Brisky, Nassim Nunez, Keegan Aiken, Juan Yepes. The list goes on and on and on. A lot of these guys that we've brought in to kind of be those stopgap guys for a couple of years until we can really focus in on improving the roster if we want to. Darlin Susana, I'm going to go ahead and offer a contract to right away here and just get that out of the way. But yeah, there's a lot of guys here that we need to bring back. A lot of guys that are probably going to be in the minors for us, which is fine. Reese Olson, yeah, he's wanting a big contract. I don't know that I can pay him what he wants, so he will be a guy that we look to go into arbitration with and focus on there. 4.93 ERA this season after having an incredible year last year. It's been kind of rough for him recently, so we're going to see if we can turn around the second half of this season. Can still offer him a contract later on, so we'll worry about his contract in the offseason more than right now. Josiah Gray is wanting a contract. He will absolutely not be getting a contract from us. I don't think he'll be back with us next season, so he could definitely be someone we look to trade right now. Bo Brisky will be back. We're going to give him pretty much whatever he wants there. Not a bad deal, honestly, from Bo Brisky there. We're going to go ahead and offer that to him, and he's going to go ahead and accept. Nassim Nunez would be nice to have back. The contract is not big at all, so we're going to go ahead and offer that. He will sign back with us. Juan Yepes, 4.5 a year is not bad. I really don't. Yeah, he wants a shorter contract. So let's see if we can lower the money a tiny bit. And hey, we'll do that. A 2-year contract brings him back. Adrian De Castillo does not want a big deal at all, actually. And I think we'll give him a 4-year. Do that. He will sign. That's all I'm going to do for now. Brady House will bring back as well at some point, so I'll show that later on. But that's what I'm going to do for now. We're going to get into it and keep going with our draft picks. Okay, Jake Marisnick has shoulder inflammation he got during today's game, so he'll be out for 1 to 2 weeks. We're going to put him on the 10-day. We will stop simulating, and we will have to call someone up. It will be a pretty easy decision there, calling up Robert Hassel. Actually playing really well in AAA right now. I don't think Jake Marisnick will be back on the team after he is healthy. I think he'll be sent down to AAA there or DFA'd. So do that. Robert Hassel will slot in there and play some center field for us. All right, Benito Francisco has decided to sign. That's awesome to see. Nick Overstreet, we can't offer a contract yet. Bob May, we can. We'll offer him a little bit more. He declined. Needs a few more days before he considers another contract. And then Sean Kell, we're not able to offer on yet, so we'll wait a little bit more for them and sim a little bit more. All right, top 9 won out. We're on a little bit of a skid here. We've won a couple games recently, but it's been kind of rough these last 2 weeks. We're going to hop in here against the Mariners, see if we can pull this one out here in the top of the 9th. Dylan Cruz up to bat. All right, Dylan Cruz up the bat, 1 for 3 with a single and a stolen base today. Batting average up to 186, so that's nice to see. Looking to drive in the tying run here with C.J. Abrams at third base. High fastball to take out
ball on the ground to the corners.
That
they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
We'll see what Dylan Cruz can do here in the top of the 9th inning.
That
Swing through the high fastball. Thought that would catch more of his own.
Amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Got that one over the middle of the plate. That hung. That'll get C.J. Abrams in. That'll be off the wall. That'll be a double. And we will hold Dylan Cruz at second base with a game-tying RBI double there in the top of the 9th inning. And with 1 out, we are looking to potentially take the lead here in the top of the 9th. Jacob Young up to bat. 0 for 3 in today's game. Swing through the high and inside fastball there. Nice pitch.
On the radar
So 0-1 count here starts off this at bat. Swinging at the high fastball. No chance to get to that one. Don't know why I
Meanwhile,
swung.
activity in the bullpen. Colin Snyder preparing to come on if needed. And
Let that one go.
misses.
Caught a piece of the zone there.
And
Not
that's
called a strike.
Man,
From
oh
umpire,
man,
but
I don't know
not
how you
today.
take that pitch. That's as
Hopefully
close
we keep getting those
as
calls.
it gets.
And we are late on the fastball. Just a late pitch. Thought that would be outside a little
Nice
bit.
work there to get the
Hung up on the
strikeout,
plate,
and
and
that's
that is a strikeout.
big
Adrian
second
Day
out.
Castillo
I'll
for
tell
that
you,
0 for 3 in
this
today's
home crowd will
game.
be fired
I
up.
love
They
the
can get
no
out of
batting
this and
gloves
leave
look
that
from him.
go-ahead run stranded in
For whatever
scoring
reason,
position.
I just love
This
that
is a
look.
big
We'll
moment
see what
in
we can
this
do here.
game.
Fastball, so just
Now
all
the ball
heat
here
today
rolls
from the Mariners
foul.
closer.
It's a tough
Four-seamer
pitch,
tops out at
but
102,
in terms
slider
of
almost 90,
the
a
best
sinker
pitch
at
you're going to get to hit
97,
in the
and a
at-bat,
circle
that
change tops out at
fastball
90. So
was
all
down
heat
enough
from him.
where you're going
That
to catch
sinker's
up to
down the
one,
middle,
that's
so
the
a little
one.
bit low.
She
Couldn't quite
elevates,
get down to a good
guys aren't
timing there,
touching
though.
it.
We'll see if we can do 0-2 here to Adrian Day Castillo.
2 outs. Gets a piece.
Fell back the
and
slider.
stays alive.
Just got a piece of that one. Stays alive 0-2 here. 18 pitches for the Mariners closer here in the top of the 9th inning as we tie it up. So we'll see what we can do with them. 1-2 as that circle change misses low and away there for a ball. See what we can do here. 1-2. Adrian Day Castillo 0 for 3 in today's game. Swing through the slider, expecting the fastball. That is the end of the top 9, but we do tie it up there with Dylan Cruz RBI double. Calling the strike there. Nice four-seamer. We're going to go right back to it there, up and in. Don't get the call on that one. We're going to throw a circle change away now. Don't get the call on that. 2-1 count
We've
here.
been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats.
Going back to the circle change,
Biggest
slowing
one he's
through it
had
down
so
and
far.
away.
He doesn't look
And we're going to go
anxious at all.
slider down and in here, see if we
Down
get
to
it.
their final
And
strike.
we don't get him
Three and
swinging.
done.
Just not a
Ball
good pitch
three.
there from Keegan Aiken. We go fastball up and in here. And we get him. We get him looking there. I thought he swung at first, but no, we get him looking.
Well, I love
We
the
win
fact
the
they
game.
didn't quit. They had to do a
Great
little
game
extra
from
work
us,
tonight
and
to
we take
secure
another one
this
from the
win.
Mariners.
But it's
Here, we have some decisions to make as far as our 2 September call-ups. Josh Cannon, though, not going to be called up. He's going to be staying at AA. He is playing out of his mind right now. I mean, truly, in his last 10, he's batting .361 with an OPS over 1,000, slugging .528 with a .477 on-base percentage. I mean, this kid is the real deal. I'm very, very excited to get in and play with him next season. We'll be playing opening day, the full game, so I'm going to be very excited to play with him. Salvatore Cordero more than likely will be on the opening day roster. So we have a lot to look forward to here with Josh Cannon. He will not be making his Major League debut this season, though. As far as call-ups, we're going to be calling up Jarlin Susana. So we're going to call him up, try and get him a couple of starts here in September. And then I think probably we're going to bring Hebert Ruiz up. All right, we do have 29 on the roster as someone did get come back from injury. We're going to be sending Jorge Lopez down. Bo Brisky's having a rough year, but he's going to be the closer for us for a while. Jorge Lopez is just having a bad year. We're going to designate him for assignment, and then we're going to go ahead and outright him to AAA. So we'll do that with him, and yeah, that'll be the move. The Phillies beat the Guardians in the 2026 World Series, so not necessarily unrealistic there, and we will see what we can do here. Okay, we do have some exclusive rights free agents here. Keegan Aiken, we're going to tender... Ooh, no, we're not. Wow, did not realize it'd be that much. Yeah, it's qualified. It's both of them. So we'll see what Keegan Aiken wants. Yeah, we can do that for sure. Miguel Castro, not really interested in bringing back. Didn't have a bad year, but I don't know. We'll see what the offer is. He only wants $4 million. Let's bump it up a little bit, get the interest up there. I think we'll bring him back for $4.5 million. That's fine. And then we'll get on to free agency here. All right, as far as arbitration here, Josiah Gray wants to go to arbitration. I mean, really just has not had a good season with us yet. I don't even think we're gonna offer arbitration to him. Reese Olson, I would love to have back. I don't know. He started off so strong. He pitched fantastic last year. So really my mindset is, can he get back to that? I think he can. I think we'll offer him arbitration there. We'll bump up a little bit just to make it a little more enticing. Alex Call, we're not bringing back. Cade Cavalli, I don't know. I think we'll offer him arbitration as well. Bump it a little bit more. And then Jose Ferrer we're not bringing back. So those are the guys we're going to offer arbitration to, and then everyone else we're just going to go ahead and let walk. Okay, so we're here in free agency, and we have some decisions to make as to how we want to play next season. Obviously, we were not a playoff team, went 70-92, but we have the opportunity bringing up Josh Cannon, bringing in Salvatore Cordero, our number 1 overall pick from this last draft. We have an opportunity to compete and contend right away here, I feel like, in next season. So, with that, we need to decide what type of aggressiveness we want to be here in free agency. Now, starting pitchers, not necessarily a position I want to go out and get one of these big-name guys. Does that mean we're not going to go after anyone? No. I think that we can definitely play our cards right and find someone that works for us. I just don't like the look of all these older guys. I'd love someone a little bit younger. But really, there's no one on here that I think we necessarily have to go after, especially paying a lot of money to. As far as relief pitchers, I think that we might be a little more aggressive here, and I see one right away that I want to go ahead and go after. It's Adrian Morejon from the Padres, one of my favorite pitchers on the Padres. So we're gonna go after him. He'll be one of our guys we look at. Catcher, not even gonna bother with it. We have some strong depth at catcher. Now, the infield is going to be a little bit interesting. So, yeah, it's going to be a little interesting. Alec Bohm would be not a bad option at third base. I do like Brady House, but he's young still. So, there is a possibility we could bring some in with a lot of power. And, like a Max Muncy that has the power there, although is regressing a decent bit. So we're going to take a look around. Obviously, we put in Adrian Morejon already. I'll take around and look a little bit more, and then I will bring you guys back when I've made my decisions. Okay, so we're about to lock in these 3 guys as our top priorities in free agency. You can see, obviously, a theme with the last 2 guys is power. Jock Peterson has dominant power versus righties, still really good against lefties, and then Rhys Hoskins is just a machine at the plate. So they would come in and be DHs for us, obviously, and then Adrian Morejon would just slot in as our top guy in the bullpen. So we're going to go ahead and lock in these guys in advance. We tendered all of our contracts, brought everyone back. I was looking into signing Josh Cannon because he was on there as well to a long-term contract. He didn't want to do it, so we tendered him for another year. That's fine. Arbitration will go on throughout the offseason, so that's fine. We set the 40-man. Oh, it looks like it took it off. All right, we'll have to reset the 40-man. It did take 2 of our guys off for some reason, and then we'll keep going. Okay, so it's saying the Orioles are looking at Dalton Varsho. I don't think he's someone I want to bring in, although he is a really good player. I'm not sure he's someone although 30 home runs last year. Jeez. $25 million a year. I'm going to say not interested. Would be a crazy get for us, but just not someone I'm really interested in focusing on. We're going to lock in these guys again, get their motivation to sign up, and then see if we can offer them contracts next week. All right, we can go ahead and offer Jock Peterson a contract here. I think 2 years will be good. We'll bump the money a tiny bit just to get the percentage of motivation up a little bit more. We'll stamp that and send it off to him. And then we'll have to wait for Rhys Hoskins and Adrian Morejon to sign later on. Contract decision here for Jock Peterson. And has not signed with anyone. Did not like that offer. We're going to go ahead and simulate the Rule 5 draft here. And, didn't like the offer, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and see what we can do here with him. Again, we'll offer him another contract, try and raise the money a tiny bit there. Adrian Morejon does want to be here. We're going to offer him a 3-year deal, and we're just going to rise the money up as much as physically possible here to bring that contract percentage motivation up. Jock Peterson will offer a little bit more money to this time as well. I'm fine overpaying these guys a little bit. I think we can be a team that can compete. So we're going to leave that there for now, and then we will see what we can do next week. All right, Adrian Morejon, a contract decision incoming. Didn't like the offer. Probably wants a little bit more money, but he wants to keep working to finalize the deal. Jock Peterson here, contract decision as well. And we signed Jock Peterson to a 2-year, $18 million deal. And the 2-year, just a little over $20 million deal. That was the demand. He wanted $18 million over 2 years. But Jock Peterson is a national now for the next 2 seasons. All right, we're also going to be taking a look at Trevor Williams here, just another starter to kind of fill out our rotation a little bit. Adrian Morejon, we're going to bump up the years, and we're going to offer him a little bit more money. Almost 80% motivation to sign there, so he should sign with us hopefully soon, and we'll keep simming. And Adrian Morejon, a contract decision incoming, and he is a Washington National. So 4 years, $8.88 million per year, and we get one of the top relief pitchers on the market. Marlins, we're going to go ahead and do this one. Alex Vesia didn't have a bad year, only wants $6 million over a year, 77 overall. We're going to add him to our big board here. And then we're going to offer Rhys Hoskins finally a contract. We're going to bump the money up a little bit there, get it almost 60% motivation to sign. We can't offer contracts to any of those guys, so we're going to leave them there for now and see what we can do. All right, it is now or never with Alex Vesia. We're going to offer him a contract. We'll offer him a 2-year deal, bump the money a tiny bit, and stamp and send that. Here's his contract decision. And he signs with the Rockies. That's okay. Saves us a little bit of money there. They offered him a 3-year deal. We only offered 2, so not the worst ever. And Rhys Hoskins' contract decision incoming as well. Too low, and he wants a little bit more money. We can probably do that for him. Nico Horner, we're not going to look to bring in. He wants way too much money for what we can pay him. Rhys Hoskins will bump the money a tiny bit there, see what we can do with that. And then Trevor Williams will offer him a contract as well. Wants 8.3. We'll give him 8.38. And I think that's really all we're going to look at here in free agency. So we're going to go ahead and lock those in and sim a little bit more. Contract decision for Trevor Williams incoming. He is a Washington National. Love to see it. Wanted 8.3 over 1 year. Got him 8.38. Awesome for us. And welcome Trevor Williams. Another contract decision, Rhys Hoskins this time. He does sign with the Nats, and that rounds out our free agent class for us. We got everyone we wanted, and very excited about this free agency class, especially with all the young guys we're going to be bringing up next season. Right, Cade Cavalli won his arbitration hearing. He will make $3.298 million in 2027, and Olsen won his. He'll be making $7.5 million in the 2027 season. So really not bad contracts for either of those guys in arbitration years, and I'm happy with how those turned out. All right, we are here in spring training of 2027, our third full season here in the franchise now, and that is going to be the end of today's episode. The hope is whenever this video comes out to have a video out in the next couple of days after it. We'll play spring training and opening day in that episode, and then hopefully quickly turn around into the rest of the first half of this next season. I would like to start pumping these videos out and getting a lot more of them out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying them. The views are the best on any series on the channel, so I know you guys are watching them. The view duration on them is actually really high as well. It's like at least 20 minutes on every video, and they're normally about 40 minutes long. So thank you guys for actually staying and watching them. It's been a lot of fun to make these, so I hope you guys enjoy them. That's it for me today. I will see you guys in the next one.